Good afternoon and happy 30 March 2020. I apologize for getting this out to you guys in the midday of today on Monday, but hey, better late than never. Before I begin, Father, thank you for another day of life, for blessing us with another opportunity to live here on this earth that you created and placed us on to be ruler over many things. Today's scripture is titled, What Has He Done For You? And the chapter that I would like to first share with you from our good book is Philippians 4:6. And it says, Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Lord, thank you for the reading of scripture. What I wanted to do with Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 is to really just break it down by the commas that are placed in the actual verse itself. It says, first and foremost, do not be anxious for anything. I believe I mentioned last week about anxiety, and I've been told that anxiety really comes from when we try to predict what's to come. With this current environment of coronavirus, we know that it's a moving target. Things are changing every single day. Things are developing. Cases are starting to grow. Deaths are starting to grow. Recovery is starting to happen. We can't control tomorrow. But as Christ's children, what we are taught to do and what the good book teaches us to do is to cast our cares onto God. As humans, we often tend to try to plan. We want to know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. And I believe we do ourselves a disservice by causing anxiety onto our own bodies when we do that. So if you're feeling anxious, or if you've ever felt anxious before, that's where anxiety really comes from, is when you try to take control of situations. And so today, my friend, I ask that you do not be anxious about anything. How you're going to pay your bill. When are the kids going to go back to school? When are you going to be provided the opportunity to go back to work? Are you going to be going back to work? Stop worrying about that. Give it to God. Take it to God, and He will answer your prayers. He has it under control. Until we are able to do that, you will continue to have that anxiety that can lead to a lot of other mental and physical disorders and conditions. So starting today, I ask that you please give it to God. Do not be anxious about anything. And that's what this part of this verse means. But in every situation, coronavirus, kids being out of school, not going to work, not being able to go to work, dealing and battling with health situations, with family situations and circumstances. In every situation, whatever it is, whatever your situation is, large or small, by prayer and petition, take it to God. Give it over to Him. Pray to Him. List it out if you have to each day that you pray to Him, what those situations are. Don't worry about it, because that will bring anxiety, as I said before. But in every situation, by prayer and petition, take it to God with thanksgiving, giving thanks for what you have, what He is doing and have done for you, knowing that He will do it. That's the future. He will do it for you. Just as He has provided in the past, He will provide in the future, because we are His children. He loves us. He is our provider. He is our comforter. He is our Father, our everlasting Father. He is all of these things. So with the knowledge that you've acquired over these past couple of scriptures, and from what you know who God is, by prayer and petition in every situation, present your request to God with thanksgiving. Thank Him first, present your request. The reason why, my friend, I wanted to take you through this scripture today is because we're coming down to the end of this month of March. Tomorrow is the last day of this month of reset. It's gone a whole month where I've been blessed to provide devotion and scripture and guidance and encouragement to you each day. And so I want you, and I'm going to task you, if you would allow me, to take a moment and write down Whether you put it in your phone in the notes tab, you text it in your phone, you make a list physically with pen and paper, the things that God has done for you throughout this month. As I talked about resetting, because we are going to reset in the month of April. We're going to give thanks and present our requests to God for the month of April. So tomorrow, I'm going to ask you to start off with prayer of those items that you've listed out. If you forgot to do them today and you want to do them tomorrow morning, that's fine. My scripture and my guidance and encouragement to you tomorrow will be about some of those things that you have on your list. With thanksgiving, thanking God because you are alive. So that should be on your list. That is the mere fact of his being, is that you are alive today. Proverbs 14:23 says, in all labor there is profit. I'm asking you to do a little bit of labor. There is profit, my friend. But the talk of the lips tended only to penury. Penury is pretty much a lack of not having anything. So in all labor, there is profit. I mentioned before, you have to move. You have to move and make changes in your life for God to continue to do things for you. And last but not least, Colossians 3:23 says, and whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men. You're not doing this for me. You're not doing this for anyone that is in the flesh and in the blood, but you're doing it unto God. Whatever it is you do moving forward as well, do it unto God through prayer and petition.